Hello and welcome to Launerin's Gamer Score and welcome to another Dauntless Friday. This week we're going to carry on with our look through the different types of behemoths, so let's jump right in. So this week we are going to take a look at the fire type behemoths. We will start with the Embermane. We won't go for the lesser, we'll go for the normal one and have a look at the Charrogg and the Hellion as well. So let's just jump into the Embermane and go from there. Alright, so we're going up against the Embermane. Again, same as usual. Attack the behemoth's head with the heavy attack while it's charging to stun it. That's the only tip that we've got for this one. So let's jump right in. So the Embermane is kind of like a big kind of dog type thing. Obviously, because I am wielding my big hammer, it's going to be difficult for me to land those heavy attacks on it while it's charging, but hopefully I should be able to deal a decent amount of damage to it to bring it down. But first things first, we've got to find the little beastie. There he is. So my hammer might not work very well on this one because it is quite a fast opponent. And there's the charge already. Okay. There we go. So yeah, with the Embermane, the attacks do come kind of thick and fast, and it is quite difficult to attack it with slow weapons. Although what I have found is that it does tend to stand in one place for quite a while when it's kind of gearing up for its next attack. Or it's just kind of flailing around wildly. So if you manage to kind of time your attacks well enough, then there is a chance that you will be able to get in some good hits. If of course you are a hammer wielder like myself. There we go, managed to get the heavy attack off. There we go. Yep, somebody else revived him. Come on. There we go, that's broken him down again, staggered him with a heavy attack. I did not think I'd be able to get as many of those off as I've actually managed to, which is quite nice. another stagger as well. So, much to my disbelief, it is quite easy to stagger the Embermane with a hammer. I thought it would be quite difficult to hit those shots off, but apparently it's not. It's quite easy to catch it just on the nose. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they've recently updated the kind of interactive portions of this game, and I am genuinely trying to remember right now if I turned my microphone settings off or not. So, yeah, I could be rambling on about the Embermane to these random people. I'm pretty sure that I did, but I did just get a friend request off somebody completely out of the blue, so never mind. So yeah, that's the Embermane. That's one of the first behemoths that you actually come across, and it's quite a nice simple enemy. An S rank there kind of proves it. There we go. Yeah, I did turn my microphone off. Alright, so let's jump into the Charrogg and see what that's all about. Alright, next up is the Charrogg or Charrogg, which is a quite substantially larger beast. It's quite slow, but it has a area of effect weapon that it activates sometime. So let's jump in and we'll have a look at that. Like I say, it's pretty slow, so I'm going to stick with the hammer for now, because that works quite well against these slower enemies. Just have to watch out for its flames that it fires out from around the edge. But if you can manage to destroy the flame sacks on its sides, then it loses the ability to use that. And there it is. So if I'm not mistaken, it's the little red bits kind of above its legs that you need to ideally aim for if you want to get rid of the flame sacks. So like I said, this particular behemoth does have a lot of area of effects kind of things that it does, and it has this massive swinging tail as well. But yeah, with this one there's a lot of fire and things involved as well, so you have to be careful. So that you don't get caught on fire. Oh. So yeah, like I say, this one is quite slow, so we'll just keep hammering at it. There's the big area of effect. Flame weapon. That it does fire. Which you can avoid if you can manage to get kind of underneath it, then you can avoid being hit by the flames. It's alright, I'll just get back up on my own, it's fine. There we go. There we go, that's the Charrogg down. But yeah, like I said in my previous video, obviously 9 times out of 10 you're going to end up with the kind of desert map when you're fighting a fire behemoth. Alright, so finally we have the Hellion. Which is the last type of blaze or fire type behemoth or behemoth, whichever way you want to pronounce it. So with this one you have to keep an eye out for the scales on top of it, which can give it the increased attack and special powers for it as well. Obviously different parts to break, so let's just jump straight in. Again, I'm sticking with the hammer for this particular one. I don't know whether that's a good idea or not. I can't remember. I believe the Hellion is quite a fast one, or at least does move around quite a lot and doesn't give you much opportunity. To give it a proper bashing. Or is it over here? Sounds like it. There it is. So this one usually starts the combat by burrowing underground a couple of times. Which is a little bit of a pain. Again, it has the big tail, similar to the Charrogg. Which does a large area of damage. Yeah, one of the things with this one is if you do get under his feet, he does do a kind of little backwards kick and kicks you out of the way, which get out, get out. Yeah, I think maybe the hammer might not have been the best of ideas. Just a little bit too slow for this one, I think. There we go. Okay, just keep just roll away a touch. And there we go. That's the Hellion down as well. That's all for this week's Dauntless Friday. We've gone through the fire behemoths, talked about how to attack some of them, the weapons that we can use to gain benefits against each of them, even if I didn't demonstrate it brilliantly myself. Next week we're going to pick up where we've left off this week. We're going to have a look at the frost behemoths next week, and we'll go through each one of them and talk about the things that they do and the things that you can do to combat them. So thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please do like, share and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.